Alrighty then, Honey Babe's not around this weekend. She went down to see about her brother and hadn't come back. So it's kind of like Bachelor in Paradise around here this weekend for me. So I'm going to start this off by showing y'all this. Last night I got home, there's a note stuck in my door and somebody said, would you be interested in buying a Coke cooler? And I called them and they had this in the back of the truck, and they explained to me that somebody's house had burnt down and they was trying to raise some money to help them out. And I thought, well, heck yeah, it's a good looking cooler. You know, the one I got my barbecue grill in doesn't even have a top. This one's got a top and it's all good inside there and everything. Somebody stuck a pipe out the side of it and I have no idea why. But other than that, you know, she got the little bottle opener on it and everything. So it's a nice machine there. So yeah, I told them I'd take that, so I took that and we unloaded it off the truck. I'm gonna move that around, sit it on the back porch for consideration for what I want to do with it later. But the other thing I'm gonna do today is this. There's a guy a while back that wanted to buy. He started out looking at that Redbug Volkswagen, but all he wanted to buy was a section of the nose off of one. So I've agreed to sell him the front end off of that red Volkswagen, one that's the hardest to get to back here. The one that's sitting so that I'm gonna have to move all this other stuff to get to it. That one right there. You know, it might be easier. I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm thinking about moving this and this and this. And I'm thinking it might be easier just to spin this thing around, bring it over here and drag it out here, saw that off of there right there, and then scoot this back into place back here. That's a thought. That thing ain't that heavy. Not really. And I could get my neighbor to help me with it if I needed to. Because my other thing, if I don't do that, is I gotta move that trailer, that dune buggy, this Volkswagen, all this red stuff, all that lumber's in the way, move all this tin out of here. Well, it sure would be easier just to spin that around. Once I got the front end on this fiberglass, I could slide it forward. And he doesn't want the doors. All he wants is that nose piece there. So he's paying me more for that than I think the rest of the car is worth. And I get to keep the rest of the car, which I may use as part of another project. I decided I'm going to use this one for my convertible project, because in actuality, even though it's not as smooth on the body and all, it's actually in pretty good shape as far as all the inside rust and heater track channels and all that stuff. So I'm actually liking that one a little better than that one at this point. Oh, with that said, I might just unstrap this baby, see if I can't swing it around and get it out here, and if I can, we could lop that off and that'd be getting us in the right direction. That'd save me a lot of moving and stuff. Oh, I like that.